The following program is presented by Ballinran Entertainment. As Southwestern Ontario's largest film, television, and digital media studio, we illuminate extraordinary stories, sharing them with the world.
And now, of course, the moment that we've all been waiting for. My jaw was at the floor. I could not believe what I saw.
This is like the story of my life here.
Well, first of all, I don't know how I ended up with the heavy end of this thing.
Now, I am here in a 1959 Corvette. 350,000 folks. This is an exciting moment in Canadian history. We sold it.
Good morning and welcome. You're with Miller & Miller Auctions. If you joined us yesterday, I don't know, I'm still feeling the buzz. A landmark auction for sure. We are on the heels of a landmark sale. It sparked a national news story on an important chest, a Bricker chest that sold. And now we're on day two of this celebration of Canadian patriotism, Canadian material history. And today the focus is folk art.
That's right. I've never been more proud to be Canadian than now, and I think a lot of other people are saying the same thing. When you see the amount of new registrations for these Canadiana sales and folk art sales, there's no question that people are discovering the joy of this art every day now. And I mean, there was two major national news stories on the sale yesterday, and it really shows that there's an interest that maybe wasn't necessarily there a few years ago. People are starting to understand this as a little bit more than maybe they did.
One of the first people that discovered this kind of folk art was a gentleman by the name of Chris Huntington. Chris was a Maine antique dealer from Maine in the USA, and he came over to Nova Scotia in 1975. He discovered Collins Eisenhower, Joe Norris, all of these big names. And you're seeing a lot of those works and those artists that he discovered. And these artists have now captured national and international interest.
That's right. And we're happy to be here at the forefront telling the stories of these artists and bringing them to market. I'm so excited when I see something that I've never seen before. And I've seen so many things in the last couple of years in the folk art and Canadiana realm that I've never, ever seen before.
One thing to note is that a lot of these works today are from primary sources. These are from old collections. It is so exciting to be selling art from people that actually bought this from the dealer, or they bought it from Houston North Gallery with the Joe Norrises or the Maud Lewises, memories of going to Maud's house. They're all here today. Also, an important note as well is that this sale would not have happened without Sean Markey and his cataloging, as well as Phil Ross and his advising of all of the material that came in piece by piece. Between those two gentlemen, I can tell you that there is an incredible knowledge base. We were so proud to work with them, and what a delight, truly.
It's a team effort here at Miller & Miller, and I'm ready to get things kicked off here with lot number one. We've got some great carvings today. The Paul-Émile Lavallee goat, a nice carved goat here, carving out of Portneuf County in Quebec, and we're starting at $125 only. At $125 as the bidders continue to log in at $150, now $175. I've got you there. $150, now $175 on the Paul-Émile Lavallee goat. At $175, got you now. $200, please. $175, $200, then $225. At $200, bid, then $225 now. At $200, then $225 now on the Paul-Émile Lavallee. At $200, then $225. $200 here. His skill is shown quite clearly in this carving. $225 and $250. At $225 you're in. Now $275. I've got 2.5 now. $275 please on the first lot in the sale today. The Paul-Émile Lavallee goat at $250 and $275 now. 2.5 a bargain. $275 and $300. People still waking up at $300 to $325 now. At $325 and $350 as the bidder number continues to creep up. $350 then $375 now and $400 at $375 and then $400 now. Go $375 now. $400 go $425 at $400 here. Then $425 now. Got a bid $400 on, then $425 now. At $400 here, $425 and got it $450. $425 now, 4.5. At $425 and $450 now as we get things kicked off today on the Paul-Émile Lavallee at $425 no, for $450. Last chance to bid. Final call, everybody. At $4.25, 4.5. Thank you. $75 then. $450, $475 now. $450, $475. Try it again. Last chance then at $450, $475. Anybody else? Fair warning. I sold it $450. Thank you. Brings us to lot number two. the Wilfrid Richard skunk. Again, carving out of Portneuf County in Quebec. A nice skunk carving here. Strong addition to any carving, Canadian folk art carving collection. 1,300, now 14, please. At 13, then 1,400. At 13, then 14, the 13 here, then 1,400 now. At 13 here, then 1,400. At 13 bid, then 14, thank you, 1,500, back to you. At 14, then 1,500. I'm at 14, I've got you. Yes, 15. Now you're out 1,600, please. At 15, then 1,600 now on the Wilfrid Richard skunk. At 15, then 16, now 1,700. 16, then 1,700 now. At 16 bid, now 17. I've got you in, 7,066. You're on. You're already in. 17 now. 16, then 1,700. At 16, then 1,700 now. Got a bid 16, then 1,700 on the skunk. At 16, then 17, but is that it? At 17, thank you, 1,800. Welcome to the new bidder. 17 and 1,800 now. 18, then 1,900. At 18, then 1,900. Try it again. 18, then 1,900. One more time on the skunk. At 18, then 19. I've got a bid 18 here, then 1,900 now. At 18, then 19. Got a bid 18, then 1,900. But are we all done? Fair warning then. At 18, 1,900 on the Wilfrid Richard skunk. Thank you. Now 2,000. 1,900 bid, then 2,000 now. At 19.2, then 22 and a half. Back to you. 71.20. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. At 2, then 22 and a half. At 2,000 here, then 22.50. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. 2,000 bid, then 22.50. Your turn, 71.20. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. Are we all done? Fair warning then. At 2,000, 22 and a half. Any further bids? Fair warning. Sold it at 2,000. Thank you. And lot number 3's here. I love this Wilfrid Richard moose. Similar to an example in Un Monde Pupal Animal, Wilfrid Richard, a dessin sculpteur at 22.50, 2,500. Thank you, 22.50, 25. I'm at 22.50. It's a moose at 22 and a half, and then 2,500 now. Does it get any more Canadian than this? At 2,500. Thank you, 27 and a half then. At 22, 25 and then 27 and a half. Now get 25 and then 27 and a half. 25 and then 27 and a half. We've noted the paint is especially well done on this carving at 25 and 27 and a half. Now, thank you, 3,000 on the Richard Moose at 27.50, 3,000. Now, got to bid 27 and a half and go 3,000. Take it to 3. 27.50, then 3,000 now. At 27 and a half and 3,000 now. At 27 and a half and 3,000. One of the great carvers, one of the great folk art carvers in Canada. At 27 and a half, Wilfrid Richard, and it's a moose. At 27 and a half, 3,000. Fair warning then. Last chance, everybody. At 27 and a half, 3,000. My hammer is up. I've got to run. Sold at 27.50. Thank you. Another rents, lot number 13. 3 birds in a tree with a mushroom-eating squirrel. 175 only on it. Talk about imaginative. At 225 now, 250. This is an impressive piece. At 275 and 300 now. 275 and 300 now. At 275 bid 300, got 275 here on the Ewald rents. At 275 and 300 now, got 275 here and then 300, got 275 here. At 275 and 300. 300, 325 then. 325, got it here. 350 then. At 325 now, 3.5. At 350, 375, back to 375 and 400. 375 and 400 now. Got to be 375 and then 400, go 425. Some great rents today. At 400, then 425, please. At 425, got to bid 400 on, then 425 now. At 425 and then 50. 425 and then 450, go 4.5. Thank you, 475 then. At 450, then 75. Try it at 75 now. At 450, then 475 now. An impressive rents here. 3 birds in a tree with a mushroom-eating squirrel. 450, 475. At 4.5 and then 475, is that it? Gotta run then. At 450, 475 now. Fair warning, everybody. At 4.5 and 475, last chance and final call then. Fair warning. What a bargain here. 450, 475. Thank you, 500 then. 475 and 500 now. At 500 then 550. 500 then 550. Gotta run. At 500 then 550, go 500 then 550, go 500 then 5.5. Last chance then, 500 and 550. Sold it at 500. Gone at 5. Thank you. Lot number 14 is up next. It's a Jimmy Lee Sudduth rooster from Fayette, Alabama. At 900 bid. Now 9.5. 900 then 9.5. Works are in the Smithsonian at 900 here. and $9.50, and we're talking just short of $1,000, believe it or not, from this outsider piece at $900, $9.50, then $1,000. Thank you. At $9.50, then $1,000. One of the more requested artists for Miller & Miller at $900, then $1,100. Thank you. $1,100, $1,200 then. The bid's on the floor. Got it? Yes, then $1,100, $1,200, please. And $1,100, then $1,200. Got a bid $1,100, then $1,200. A bid $1,100 here, then $1,200 now. I'm at $1,100, then $1,200, $1,200, $1,300. $1,200 and then $1,300. $1,300, thank you. $1,400. At $1,300, then $1,400. Got a bid $1,300 on, then $1,400. Please, back to you. $7,100. At $1,300, then $1,400. At $1,300, then $1,400. $1,500. At $1,400, then $1,500. 14, 15, yes, of course. At 1,500 now, 16. At 15, 1,600 now. At 15, 1,600. 1,500 bid, then 1,600 now. At 15, 16, now 1,700. Try it at 1,700. Permission denied. 16, 1,700. Are we all done? At 16, 1,700. Fair warning. 16, 17, thank you. 1,700, 18 then. 17 on the floor, then 1,800, please. At 17, then 1,800 now. At 17, 17, and then 18. Are we all? 17, 18, 19 then. 18, 1,900. 18, then 1,900. At 18, then 1,900 now. Got a bit 18, then 19 on the Jimmy Lee Siddeth. Last chance then at 18, 1,900. Anybody else? Fair warning then, 18, 1,900. Hammers up, and I'm looking your way. Fair warning, 18, 1,900. Sold at 1,800. Well done. Thank you for those bids. Lot number 18 brings us another Barbara Clark Fleming. Great day for a sleigh ride. Fabulous winter scene here. Again coming. Or rather, this one is not from the Murray collection, excuse me. 425 and 450 at 425 and then 4.5 now. 425 here and then 450. Go 4.5. Thank you. 75 and 500. Go 500 then 550. At 550 then 600 now. 5.5 and then 600 now. Check out the size on these works. 600 then 6.5. At 600 then 650. At 600 then 6.5 now. 650, 700. 6.5 and then 700 now. At 6.5 and then 7. Got a bit 6.5 here. Great day for a sleigh ride. 700 and 750. At 750 then 800 now. It is a great day for a sleigh ride. At 750, 800 with the snow we got last night. 7.5 and 800 now. 850. At 800 then 850 now. Got a bit 800 now. 850. 850 then 900 please. At 850 then 900 now. Go 9.5. At 900 then 950. Go 900 then 9.5 on this pleasing Barbara Clark Fleming. At 900 then 950 and 1,000 now. At 1,000 now. 9.5 bid then 1,000. At 950 then 1. Got a bid 950 here then 1,000 where? 950 then 1. Last chance. 1,000 then 1,100. 1,000 bid then 1,100 now. I'm 1,000 here, then 1,100, go 1,000, then 11 at a bit 1,000, then 1,100. At 1,000, then 11 at a bit 1,000. Got to run then. 1,000, now 1,100. Fair warning. Last chance, everybody. Thank you. 11, then 1,200. 11, then 12. Got to be 1,200 now. At 11, then 12. At 11, then 12. At 11, then 1,200 now. On the Barbara Clark Fleming. 12 and then 1,300. You're out again. 71.37. At 12 and then 1,300 now. At 12 and then 13. Got to be 12 and then 1,300. I'm at 12 and then 13. Go 12 and 13 and 1,400 on the special Barbara Clark Fleming. 13 and 1,400. At 13 then 14. Got a bit 13 then 1,400 now. I've got to go along. At 13 then 14 and 1,500. 14 then 1,500. Try it again. At 14 then 1,500. It's going to get away. Going to let it get away. At 14, 1,500. My hammer's up then. Fine. At 14, 1,500. Last chance and final call. Everybody, any further bids? Fair warning. 15. Wow, that was close. 1,600. Playing with fire. 15, 1,600. Got a bid quick. At 15 then 1,600 now. At 15, 16 now 1,700. Gotta go. Last chance and final call. Hammers up at 16, 1,700. Anybody else? Fair warning. Sold 1,600. Lot number 20. Up next from Cyril Hurdle, Two Houses and Deer. Great piece here as we welcome our telephone bidder into the mix from Hurdles Beach, Nova Scotia. One of Canada's great folk artists. 8.5 bid, now 900. Now, 1,000, please, 1,100. And 1,000, then 11, go 1,200, please. 12, 13. At 12 and 1,300 now. Got a bit 12, 13, now 1,400. At 13, then 1,400. Got it 13, 14. At 14, now 1,500. 14, then 1,500 now. Got a bit 14, try it at 1,500. 15, thank you. 1,500 now, 16. At 15, then 1,600 now. Got a bit 15, then 1,600. At 15, then 1,600. 16, got it, yes, thank you. 16, 1,700. 17, got it, 1,800, please. 17, 1,800. 1,800. 319, you gotta be 1900. 19, thank you, now 2000. 19, then 2000, right here, 2000, thank you, 22 and a half. 22 and a half. At 2, then 22 and a half. Took it here, you gotta be 2500. Do you wanna be 25? 2,500, thank you. Now 27 and a half. At 25 and then 27 and a half now. What do you say? At 25 and then 27 and a half to the telephone bidder so far. 2750, 3,000 please. At 27 and a half and 3,000 now. At 2750, then 3, got to be 27 and a half and 3,000. Thank you. Now 3250. 3, then 32 and a half at 3,000 bid. What do you say? 7165. Try it again at 3. 3,000 bid, then 32 and a half on the Cyril Hurdle. 2 houses and deer. One of the greats at 3,032 and a half. 3,032.50. Thank you, 3,500. You've got to be 3,500 now. 32.50, 35. What do they say? 32.50, then 3,500 now. Got to be 32 and a half and 35. Last chance then. Fair warning, thank you, 3,500. I thought so, 37.50 then. At 35 and then 37 and a half now, I'm gonna bid 35 and then 37 and a half. At 35 and then 37.50, 35's the bid. Try it again, 71.65. From the Rob Robinson collection, 37.50, now 4,000. We're at 37 and a half and 4,000 now. 37.54, at 37.50, then 4,000 now. Fair warning then, everybody, at 37 and a half on this great Cyril Hurdle, my hammer is up. 37 and a half, 4,000. One last chance. Fair warning then. Anyone else? Sold at 37 and a half. Thank you very much. Yes, lot number 21. It's a Collins Eisenhower attributed carved female burl head from Lunenburg, Nova Scotia at 175 only. Now 200, please. 175's the bid, then 200 now. Get 175 on at the 200. 175's the bid, then 200 now. It's an Eisenhower at 200, then 225. You've got to try it again at 225 at the 250. 225 at the 2.5 now. Get 225 and then 50. At 225 and then 2.5. At 225 and then 250. A fascinating piece. At 225 and then 250. Go 225 now. 2.5. Fair warning then. Thank you. 250, 75 and 300. At 275 and then 300 now. At 275 and 300 now. 2 bids at the same time. At 275 and go 300. 275 and then 3. Are we all done? Fair warning. 275 and then 3. Are we all through? Fair warning. Any further bids? Final call then on this Eisenhower attributed burl head. Sold it at 275. Lot number 22 is up next. Another Eisenhower piece. This one, Blue Jays on a Limb. This is fabulous. A great Eisenhower here. And 400 is where we're at right now. An especially well-executed example of his work. 450, 475, and 500. Thank you. 550, then 600 now. 650, 700. 6.5, and then 700 now. At 657, then 750, 800 now. At 750, then 800. Got 800, then 8.5. 800, then 8.5 now, 900. 8.5 and then 9, got it 900, then 950. At 9 and the 950, go 9 and the 950, go 9 and the 9.5. Thank you, 1,000 then. Try it at 1,100 because 1,000 is bid. And now 1,100 here from Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. 1,000, then 1,100. Now get 1,000, then 11. His birds are especially nice. And these are no exception. At 1,000, then 1,100 now. At 1,000, then 11 at a bit 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. At 1,000, then 11 at a bit 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. For an Eisenhower, Blue Jays on a Limb at 1,000, then 1,100 now. Got 1,000 bid, then 1,100. Are we all through then? Got to run. At 1,000, then 1,100, please. At 1,000, then 11. Fair warning. Last chance on this Eisenhower. Any further bids? Sold at 1,000, thank you. Sold at 1,000, ah, yes. These are fabulous. There's 3 similar in size. It's easy to look past the size on these Collins Eisenhower pieces. This, the first of 3 we've got in the sale today, a swan, ready to fly at 375, now 400 massive carvings. At 375 and 400 now. at 375 and then 400, a masterwork, 425 and 50, 425 and then 450. Now I've got the bid 450, then 475 and then 475 and then 475 and 500, at 475 and 500, then 550, at 550 then 600. Now 600, 6.5, at 600 bid, then 6.5. Now where? At 600, then 6.5. His birds are especially nice, and check out the size on this swan. At 700, then 750, 700, then 7.5. Now gonna bid 700, then 750, then 750, then 800. Now 850. 800, then 8.5. They should really stay together, all three of them. 900, then 950. This is the first. 950, then 1,000 now. At 950, then 1, gonna be 950, then 1,000 now. 1,100, 11, then 1,200, 11, then 1,200 on this Collins Eisenhower swan. 11, then 12, at a bit 11 here, then 1,200, please. At 11, then 12, at a bit 12, 1,300, 12 and 1,300, and now 1,400, 1,500, please. At 14, then 1,500. 14, then 1,500, 15, 1,600, at 15, 1,600 now, at 15, then 16, got a bit 1,500 on the massive Collins Eisenhower swan, ready to fly, 15, now 1,600, at 15, then 16, got a bit 15, then 1,600 now, I've got a bit 15, then 16, got a bit 15, then 16 now, 16, thank you, 1,700 from the collection of the late Peter Jostyn of New York. At 17, 1,800 should be nothing to think about for a large and impressive piece by Eisenhower like this. 17, and now 1,800, 1,900, 1,800, 1,900. At 18, then 19, got a bit 19, and then 2,000, just how you want to find them, all original. At 19, now 2,000, 22.5, please. At 2,000 bid, then 22.50. Two's the bid, then 22.5, got a bit 2,000 on, then 22.50. An impressive swan. 2,000, then 22.5. At 2,000 bid, then 22.50, please. Two's the bid, then 22.5. What are we all through then? Fair warning. At 2,000, then 22.5. Last chance. I'd have thought more. At 2,000, 22.5. Fair warning. Any further bids? Sold for 2,000. Lot number 24. Another one. Another Collins Eisenhower. The swan with folded wings this time. With folded wings, coming from that same collection, the late Peter Jostyn of New York. 175, now 200. Desirable work from a gifted artist. 200, then 225, please. At 200, then 225. They look so impressive together here. Be hard to split them up. At 200, then 225 now. At 200, then 225, they should stay together. 225 and then 50. At 225 and 50, then 75, please. 50, then 75 and 300. At 300, then 325 and 350. 350, 375 now. 400, 375 and then 400. Now go 425. At 425 and then 50. 425, 4.5 and then 75, please. 450, then 75 and 500. At 475 and 500, then 550. 500, then 550, 600 now. 5.5 and 600 now, please. At 600, then 6.5, 700, 6.5 and 700 now. Got 6.5 and then 7, got a bit 6.5 here and then 700. What's there to think about? At 650, 700, then 750, 700, then 7.5 now. Got a bit 700 here, then 750, 800 now. On this Eisenhower swan, 850, 900, 9.5. At 9.5 and then 1,000. Try it at 1,100 then. At 1,000, then 11, go 12, a bit 12 and 13, please. 12 and 13 and then 1,400, 1,500. At 14 and then 15. Appreciate the quick bidding. At 15, 1,600 now. Got a bit 16, then 17. At 16, then 17 and 1,800. 17 and then 18. Got a bit 17 and then 1,800 now. 17 and then 18, got a bit 17 and then 1,800. Now on this swan with folded wings, a large swan, 17 by Eisenhower, 17 and 1,800 now. Last chance and fair warning then at 17, 1,800. Is that it? Is that all? Gotta run. 17, 1,800. Hammers up. Last chance and fair warning. Sold 1,700. And here's the last one, the last large swan by Eisenhower. Lot number 25 at 600 bid. Now 6.5, 700, please. 650, then 700 now. At 6.5 and then 700. Your turn. 700, please. At 650, then 700 now. 6.5 and then 700. 6.5 and then 700. All three of these Eisenhower swans from the same collection of late Peter Jostyn of New York. 750, 800, 850 now. 800, then 8.5. at 800. This is my favorite one. 850, 900. At 900, the 950 and 1,000, please. A terrific piece. 11, 1,200, and 12 and 1,300. 13, 14. At 13 and 14, 1,500. 15, 16. At 15, 16, 1,700. 17 and 18. 18, 19. At 18, then 19. Get up at 18, then 1,900 now. At 18, then 19. Get up at 18. You're out. 71.92. Try it again. At 18, then 1,900 now. Should be nothing to think about on this special piece. At 18, then 1,900 now. Got up at 18, then 19. Are we all through? Then fair warning. At 18, then 1,900. Last chance. 19. Try it again. A new bidder. Welcome. 7088. 2022 and a half. They recognize quality and they act. 2022 and a half now. At 2,000 bid, then 22.50. Go 2,000, then 22 and a half. 2,000 bid, then 22.50. Are we all through? 22.50. Thank you. Now 25 and 27 and a half. 27 and a half and 3,000. At 27.50, then 3,000 now. 27 and a half and 3. Try it again at 3,000 on this, the most impressive of the three, in my opinion, and I think you might agree. 27 and a half, 3,000 at 27.50, 3,000 now. Last chance then, fair warning at 27 and a half, 3,000, got to run. Any further? Thank you. 3,000 now. 32.50, 32.50, 3,500. Absolutely not. They say 32.50, then 35, get up at 32.50, then 3,500 now. 32 and a half and 3,500 now. The size alone, they're impressive by their size alone. 32.50, 3,500. Any further bids then at 32 and a half, 35, got to run. Fair warning then. Anyone else? Sold 32 and a half. Sold it at 32 and a half. Lot number 26. Yes, of course, the article on Everett in CBC, driving interest in his works. 26 is an Everett Lewis original Christmas card here, a charming Christmas card, and of course quite rare. 700, now 7.5, please. 700, then 7.5 now. At 700, then 750. Got 700, then 7.5. At 700 here, then 750, please. At 700, then 7.5. I've got a bid 700, now 750. You've got to try it again, 71.64. You tied the bid. You've got to exceed 700. At 700, then 7.5. I'm asking for 7.5 on the Everett Lewis original Christmas card, 750. Thank you. Now 750, 800. 7.5 and 800 now. 750, then 800, got a bid 750 here, and then 800 now. At 7.5, and then 8, got a bid 7.5 here, and then 800 now. Got 750, then 800 now. Gifted to the current owner's parents in 1976. You're getting them from the source at Miller & Miller. 750, now 800, now 850. 800, then 8.5 now. At 800, then 850, so rare. At 800, then 850, go 800 here, then 8.5. At 800, then 850, got 800 here, then 850. At 800, then 8.5, I've got a bid 800 on. You've got to be 850. Try it again. 800, then 850, got a bid 800 here, 8.5, and then 900. 8.5, and then 900 now. 900, then 950. 900, then 950, go 900, then 9.5. 9.5, and then 1,000 on the rare Everett Lewis Christmas card rather, at 11, then 1,200, an original Christmas card, 11, then 1,200, please, and 11, then 12, get a bid 11, then 12, at 11 here, then 1,200 now, at 11, then 1,200, 11 here, then 1,200 now. Fair warning then, at 11, now 1,200 here on the Everett Lewis original Christmas card, hammers in the air. Fair warning at 11, 1,200. Any further bids? Thank you. Now 13, I thought so. At 12 and 1,300. At 12 and then 13, get up at 12 and then 1,300 now. At 12 and then 13, get up at 12 and then 1,300 now. At 12 and then 13, get up at 12 and then 1,300. Are we all done? Fair warning then. 12 and 1,300, 14 now. 13, then 1,400. At 13, then 14, get up at 13, then 1,400 now. 13, then 14, get up at 13, then 1,400. Are we all through and done? Fair warning then at 13, 1,400 on the Everett Lewis Christmas card. Hammers in the air. Anybody else? Fair warning at 13, 1,400. Sold it at 1,300. Thank you. Yes. As many of you know, sometimes Everett Lewis signed Maud Lewis. In this case, it's exactly what happened. It's an Everett Lewis Oxen in Winter here, coming with a letter of authenticity by Alan Deacon, as all of our mods and Everetts do. 27.50 we've been advanced to on this. Oxen in Winter by Everett Lewis, asking 3,000 now. from the James Ott collection at 27.5 and now 3,000. I've got 27.5 and 3,000. Now I've got a bid 27.5 and 3,000. 27.50 here, then 3,000. Now got 27.50, then 3,000. 27.5. Yes, you're in. I've got you on already. We've got to be 3,000 now. We've got to be 3 at 27.50, then 3. Got to be 27.50, then 3. The odd time he took the liberty of signing Maud Lewis on the works that he executed. 3,000 now, 32.50. 3's the bid. Thank you and welcome. 3,000, 32.5 then. At 3,000 bid, as we turn a spotlight on Everett Lewis in the media and here at Miller & Miller, 3,000, 32.5. 3,000, then 32.50 to 3,000, now 32.5. Now from the James Ott collection at 3,000, 32.50. Try it again. 3,000's the bid, then 32.5. Fair warning then at 3,000, 32.5 and 35 then. 32.50 then 3,500 now. Got a bid 35 please. 32.50 then 35. Got a bid 32.50 then 3,500 now. At 32.5 and 35, 32.50, 3,500 now, 7077. Try it again. You're out now. At 32.50, 35. Fair warning then, 35 and 37.5. I've got a bid 35 and then 37.50. 35's the bid. You're out again. You're out again, and you're safe. I assure you. 37.5. Thank you. 4,000. 37.50 then 4,000 now. 37.50, 4,000 then 42.5. At 4,000 then 42.5, please. 42.50 then 4,500. Modeled after Maud Lewis's famous serial image, Two Oxen in Winter. He even signed it with her name, believe it or not, to satisfy the demand at the time. At 42.50 then 45. Got a bid 42.50, 4,500 now. At 42.50, 45. Got a bid 42.50, 45. 4,500. Do you have it? I've got 42.50. You're in. Yes, you're already on. 42.50, now 4,500. Fair warning then on this Everett Lewis. 45. There it is. Now 47.5. Thank you. 5,000 then. 47.50 then 5. I've got 47.50 then 5,000 now. It's an exceptional one, and it's coming from the James Ott collection at 47.5. 5,000 then. 47.50 is bid, now 5, please, at 47.5 and 5,000. Fair warning then, at 47.50, 5,000 on this Everett Lewis Oxen in Winter, 5,000, 5,500. 5 and then 5,500 now. At 5 and then 55, got 5 and then 55. Got to be quick though, 55 and then 6,000, 55 and then 6,000. It's an exceptional Everett. 55 and then 6,000 now. At 5,500, then 6,000, 55 and then 6, I've got a bid 55 here, then 6,000 now. At 55 and then 6, are we all done? 5,500 now, 6,000, last chance, everybody. Final call then, at 5,500, 6,000, I've got to run, got to go on this fabulous Everett Lewis Oxen in Winter. Fair warning. Sold, 5,500, thank you. But not to worry, we've got another one. Lot number 28 is up next from the James Ott collection. Again, some fabulous Everetts coming from his collection. Oxen in Winter at 22.5, now 2,500. This is charming. 22.50, then 2,500 now. 22.5 and then 2,500. Got 22.50, then 25. Got a bit 22.50, then 2,500 now. Still far short of our expectations on this. At 22.5, what an opportunity. 2,500 then. At 22.50, then 25. Got a bit 22.50, then 2,500 now. And this Everett Lewis Oxen in Winter from the Ott collection. 25, thank you. 27.5 then. 25's the bid. We've got 25 now, 27.5 here. At 25 and then 27.5. Thank you, 3,000. 27.50, then 3,000 now. At 27.5 and then 3, you get a bit 27.50, then 3,000 now. Get a bit 27.5 and 3,000 on this work by Everett, the husband, of course, of Maud Lewis. 27.50 now 3. I'm at 27.5 now. 3,000, please. At 3,000, 32.5 on this charming scene. 3,000, 32.50. At 3 is the bid, then 32.5 now. Got about 3,000 now, 32.5. At 3,000, then 32.5 and 32.5 and 35. 32.50, then 3,500 now. Got 32.50, then 35. Got 32.5 and then 35 now. 32.50, then 35. Got to run then. Fair warning, at 32.5, 3,500. We'll sell it today at 32 and a half, 35, and now 37.50. 35 and then 37 and a half. 35 and then 37 and a half, signed and dated at 35 and then 37 and a half, and of course coming with that letter of authenticity, so no need to worry. Coming from Alan Deacon, of course, at 35 and then 37 and a half at 35. Here are the 37.50, last chance to bid at 35, then 37 and a half. Gotta run. Fair warning then at 37.50, 4,000. 37 and a half and then 4,000 now. 37.50, then 4. Gonna bid 37.50, 4,000. Try it again. You're so close, 71.49 at 37.50, then 4,000. Fair warning. 4,042 and a half then at 4,000 now 42.50 go 42.50 45 42.50 then 4,500 at 42 and a half and then 45 get 42.50 then 45 now 42.50 then 45 gotta go gotta run at 42.50 then 4,500 final call everybody at 42.50 45 any further bids fair warning sold at 42.50 lot number 29 another Everett springtime auction this time, authenticated by Alan Deacon. As I've said before, all of the Maud Lewis and Everett Lewis works get his stamp of approval in a letter at 11, now 1,200 on springtime auction by Everett Lewis. 11, then 1,200 now. 11 here, then 12, 11, then 1,200 now. 11, then 12, 1,300, please. 12 and 1,300, it's your turn. At 12 and then 13, got 12 here, and then 1,300 now. 12 and then 13, got 12 and then 1,300 now. At 12 and then 13, get a bit 12 and then 1,300 now. 13, now 1,400. 13, then 1,400. At 13, then 14, get up at 13, then 14, 15, thank you, 1,600. 15 now, 16. At 15 bid, then 1,600 now. Springtime auction. At 15, then 1,600 now. At 15, then 16, get up at 15, then 1,600. At 15, 16, then 1,700. 16 bid, 17, and thank you, 1,800. 17 and 1,800, and it's right back to you. At 17 and 1,800. At 17 and then 18, get up at 17 and then 1,800 now. 17 here, and then 18, go 1,900. At 18, then 1,900, 2,000. At 19, then 2, get up at 2,000, 22 and a half. At 2, then 22.50, got 2, then 22 and a half, got 2,000 here, then 22.50. 2, then 22 and a half, at 2,000 bid, then 22.50, go 22.50 now. Are we through? 22 and a half and then 2,500, 27.50. 25 and then 27 and a half now. At 25 and then 27 and a half on Everett's take on springtime auction. 25 and then 27 and a half, fair warning. 25 and then 27.50, 3,000. 27 and a half, 3,000, 32 and a half. At 3, then 32.50, then 32.50 now. 3,000, 32 and a half. Any further bids? 3,000, then 32 and a half. Fair warning. Last chance and final call then. 32.50, just under the wire. 3,500 then. 37.50, and they're right there. 35, 37 and a half. At 35 and 37 and a half. Got to run though. At 35, 37.50. Last chance and final call. Any further bids? Sold it there, 3,500, and I'll pass the gavel over to Ethan for lot number 30.
Thank you, Justin. Springtime auction by Everett. Unquestionably, if you see the CBC story that was printed yesterday, it's all online now, you can see that the works of Everett are increasing, and we've seen evidence of that in the last number of lots sold by Justin. This is for sure the best Everett we've ever handled. It's the springtime auction. Wow, what a great one. At 3,500 and 37.50, your turn. One of the greats at 3,500, 37.50, 35 now, 750, dates to the 1970s, 37.50, thank you, 4,000, 4,000. This has been held by the same estate since it was purchased, 37.50, 4,000, single owner, 37.54 now. 37.50, 4,000, 37.54. What a great one. I'll tell you, the colors, when they work, they work. 37.50, 4,000, your turn. Everett Lewis, prices ascending beyond belief at 37.50, 4,000, your turn. At 37.54. We have springtime auction with Everett at 37.50, 4,000, please. 37.54. Anybody else? 37.54. It's not a good one, it's a great one. Selling at 37.50, 4,000. Springtime auction, so rare and an unusual size too. 37.50, 4,000 now, please. The widescreen edition.
37.50, 4,000, your turn. 37.54. Does anyone else want in? It's selling. 4,000, thank you. 42.50 now, please. 42.50. It's the nicest Everett we've ever handled. Wow. 4,000, 42.5. Your turn. Springtime. It's springtime. 4,000. How can you not smile seeing that? 42.5. 4,500. The infamous husband of Maud Lewis, his reputation precedes him, and his art now is finally getting noticed and realized as well. 42.5, 4,500 now. One of the most controversial figures in the Nova Scotia art scene. At 42.5, 4,500 now. 42.50, 45. Buy them while you can. 42.50, 45. What do you say? 42.50 now. 45. Is that all? 42.50, 45. Going once then. At 42.50, 4,500. It's a great one. 45. Anyone else? Going twice then. And a third and final time at 42.50, 4,500. Anyone else? 42.5, 45. Coming down. 42.50 last chance. 4,500 where? Sold. Well done. I think you did well. That's a great one. 31 is the Stephen Outhouse Dalmatian, part of the second generation of famed Nova Scotia folk artists, the successors of Maud Lewis at 250, 275. 250 now 75 on the Stephen Outhouse Dalmatian. 250 took it. 275. Your turn. At 250 now 275. Nice large one too. At 250 now 275. Thank you. Took it. 300 now. Love this. 325. Adorable. 325. Your turn. At 300. The legendary Stephen Outhouse. 300. 325. You can't tell the story of Nova Scotia folk art without Outhouse in that story. 325. Your turn. At 325. Is that all? I'll sell it. I will. At 300 only. 325. Took it. 350 now on the Outhouse. Took it. Now 75. 75. It's a killer. 375 now. A killer Dalmatian at 350 now. 75. Your turn. Took it. Now 400 now. 400 now. 25 please. At 425. Your turn. At 425 on the 101. 425 is all I'm bid. 425 now please. 425. Does anyone else want in on this by the legendary Stephen Outhouse, the adorable Dalmatian, coming down? 425. Anyone else? Fair warning then. 425 and 450. At 425, 50 now please. When it's gone, it's gone. 50 took it. 75. 75. Love the spots. At 450 now 75. 75 now where? 75. 450, 475. Your turn. Took it. Now 500 then please. At 475, 5 took it. 550 now please. The growing interest in Nova Scotia folk art means the Canadian identity. 500, 550. Your turn. At 500, 5.5. Wow. At 500, 550. Does anyone else want in? Coming down then. At 500, 550. Fair warning. Thank you. 600 now. At 5.5, 6. Your turn. 650 please. At 600, 650 on the Outhouse. 600, 650 now where? At 600, 6.5. Fair warning. Now 700. 750 now. He wants to come home. He's howling. He wants to come home. 700, 750, back to you. At 700, 750, and it's the right size too. At 750, 800, took it. 850 now. At 800 now, 850 please. At 800, 850, your turn. It's fun. Just do it. 800, 850 on the Dalmatian. Coming down then. 800, 850. Anybody else want in? 800, 850. Fair warning then. Hammers up, coming down. At 800, 850. Where? Sold. 800. Thank you. Thank you. Nice one. And how about the rooster? His iconic roosters. These are what Outhouse was known for most. At 225, 275, 300 now. The colors on this pop. You can see it from across the room. At 275, 325, 350. Outhouse was known for color. So close to Norris. 375, 400 now, 400 now, 400 now, 400 now. Took it. 25. You're out. 450. Bids everywhere. At 425, 50 now. 75 on the Rooster, 75, 500 now, 500 now. You can hear it. It's calling good morning at 50 now, 75 now, 600, 556 at 5.5, 600 now where? Took it 650 now where? And now 700 on the colorful Rooster, 657 now please. At 657 on the colorful, iconic Outhouse Rooster. Fair warning then. 657, anybody else? 657, hammers up then, coming down. When it's gone, it's gone. 700, thank you, 750 please. At 700, 7.5, took it 800 now please. At 758, at 758, at 750, no one did it like Outhouse. 850, thank you, 900 now please. The color pops, 859, at 859 now, 950 where? At 950 where, thank you, 1000, iconic, 1000 please. 1100 now please. At 1000, 11 took it, 1200 please. Worth the money, it pops. At 1112, thank you, 13 on the flashy Rooster, 1400. The right colors, 1314. Your turn at 1314. He's calling good morning. Don't miss out. 1314, fair warning. My hammer's up, coming down. Does anyone else want in? When it's gone, it's gone. 1300, 14 on the Rooster, 1314. And I thank you very much for your bidding. 33 is the Barry Colpitts, A Bird on a Cat on a Dog. What a great piece. This one featured in the Animal Sounds folk art book. Just published. It's featured in the book. It's illustrated in the book. Of course, Colpitts, a remarkable character, and his work is catching on like wildfire in a wheat field. It's 750, 800 now on this one. Illustrated in the book at 758. Adorable, 758. Took it, 850 now. Now 900. You can't get a hold of his work. We've been to the Folk Art Festival. You can't get near Barry's work. 950, 1,000. You can't get near it. 950, 1,000. There's 50 people in front of you and they're paying more. At 950, 1,000 now for this one, illustrated in the book. Oh, it's a killer. There's a reason why they chose this for the book. At 951, your turn. Thank you. 1,100 now. Can't get your hands on a Colpitt these days. 1,100, 1,200 now, please. 1112, your turn. At 1,100 now on the Colpitts, illustrated in the book. Not like the one, is the one. 12, took it. 13, took it. 14, now where? You can't get the stuff. 13, 14 now on a silver platter for you in the book. 1,500, took it. 1,600, nothing's like a Colpitts. 15, 16 now, please. At 15, 16, took it. 1,700 now. Yes, now 1,800, there's only one in the book. 17, 1,800, it's a killer. At 17, 1,800 now, your turn. At 17, 18, how can you not smile looking at Colpitt's work? He's a master. 17, 1,800. At 17, 18, is that all? 18, thank you, 1,900. Thank you, 2,000 then. There's only one in the book, and it comes with the book. At 19.2, it comes with the book. At 19, 2,000 now, please. 2,000 now, please. Wow, at 19.2, what a piece you're buying. At 19, 2,000, buy them while you can. 19.2, anyone else? 19, 2,000, anybody else? Fair warning. 1,900, 2,000, last chance and final call. 19.2. Sold. Well done. I think you did well there. Ah, yes, the sisters. Phyllis Cosman, another big name. 425, and now 450 now. 425, 50 now. 25 and 50 now. Where? 50, 75, 500? Yes. 550, 600? Yes. 650 then. 650, 700? Yes. 750 then. 650, 700 on the phone. 750, 800. Yes. 850 then. 800, 850. 800 on the, is that right? 850 I need? 9, okay, is that right? On the phone at 800, thank you. 850, please. 800 on the telephone, 850. 900, yes. 950. 950, 1,000, yes. 1,100. 1,200, yes. 1,300. 1,400, yes. 1,500. 1,500, 1,600. 15, 16, are they out? They're out. 15, 16, son of a gun. 1,500, 1,600 on the Phyllis Cosman's sisters. 1,500. Now 16, I took it online. 1,700, I'll tell you, This is as good as it gets. There's a story, by the way, that comes with this. Phyllis Cosman is just like Coal Pits, another artist that is quickly coming into their own. And I'll tell you, buy them while you can. 1,600 online, 17 where? I'm at 1,600, 17. Does anyone else want in? 16, it's all online. 1,700, took it 1,800 now. 1,800 now. At 1,800 now on the Cosman Sisters, 1,800. What do you say? 1,718. All the money's online. Tough one to let go of, isn't it? 1,718. Fair warning. 1,800. 1,718. At 1,800 then. At 1,718. Fair warning. 1,800. Does anyone else want in? 1,718. Yes. 1,900. 1,800, 1,900. Phones back in. 1,819. Fair warning. 1,900. You're all out online. At 1,800, 19. Anywhere else? Took it online. 2,000 now. 2,000, 19.2. At 1,900, 2,000. Anybody else on the Cosman Sisters? At 19.2. Fair warning. Coming down. 19.2. Anywhere else? 19.2,000. Where? Sold it online at 1,900. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Some exciting moments here today. If you looked online at the Tanner story through Miller Times, you'll see just what a legendary man Charlie Tanner was. Chris Huntington, whose sale we're doing very shortly, did an entire interview with Charlie Tanner when he was in the prime of his career. Charlie Tanner was a carver like none other. He belongs among the ranks of Collins Eisenhower, Joe Norris, and all of the Nova Scotia legends. You can't get your fingers on his work. And as Phil Ross said it the best, nobody sells their Tanners. Nobody sells them. Multi-figure Tanners are impossible to find. We are featuring 2 multi-figure Tanners today. It is so exciting. Nobody did it like Tanner. As Phil Ross said in his Miller Times story, you can spot a Tanner from across the room. They are so identifiable. And these 2 that we're featuring today are in the category of remarkable. So don't get used to it. 1,300, 1,400. When they're gone, they're gone. 13, 14. Your turn. 1,500, please. On the Tanner at 15, 1,600 now. When Cosman is bringing 2,000, we've got to rework our calculators, I think. 1,500, 1,600. We're selling the legendary Tanner at 15, 16, held by the most important collections in the country. 1,600, 1,700 on the multi-figure, 1,800. How can you look at that dog and not grin ear to ear? Every hand in the room should be up. 1,700. Okay, 18. 1,800. I'm at 17 here. 18. Who wants in? 17, 1,800. Yes, 18, took it there. 19, took 2, is that right? To 18, I took it with, I need 19. I apologize. They took it online. 19, please. Yes, 19 there. 2,000 now. 19 on the telephone. 2,000, please. 2,000, 19.2. At 1,900, 2,000 on this remarkable pair, the Tanner carving. 19,200. 19,200. Just sold a Phyllis Cosman for 1,900, and I'm asking 2,000 on the Tanner. I have it on the phone right over here at 2,000, now 2,250. Yes, 2,500, please. 2,250, 25. Nobody did it like Tanner. So identifiable, so remarkable. 22.5 is on the phone. 2,500, please. 2,250, I have the phone bidder, is that correct? At 2,250, 2,500 now. 22.5, 2,500, who wants in? Fair warning then. At 2,250 on the remarkable pair, someone's doing well here. 2,250, 25, hammer's coming down. Who else wants in? 2,250 on the Tanner, 25, there it is. 2,750. 27.50, no-brainer money. 25,750. What do you say? At 25,7.5, 25,750 now. At 25,7.5, 2,500, 750 now. I took the money online. 2,500, 750. At 25, 7.5. 25, 750 where? On the Charlie Tanner. When it's gone, it's gone. Selling at 2,500, 27.5. Anywhere else? Yes, 27.50. 3,000, please. 3,000, please. 3,000, please. 27.5. We've sold single-figure Tanners for more money than this. 27.50 and 3,000. Your turn. 27.5, 3. Fair warning then. 27.50, 3,000. I've got it on the floor, on the telephone at 27.53. Anywhere else? 27.53. Hammers in the air, coming down at 27.53. Going once, twice, and a third and final time at 27.50. 3,000. Where? Well done. You did well. 7058. You did well. Thank you. 35 turns to 36. This is exceptional. Charlie Tanner, certainly at his best. This comes from the legendary Susan Murray collection, the family group. There are few Tanners that would excel beyond this. This is similar to the one featured in the Chris Huntington exhibit in the sense that it's a multi-figure Tanner, almost impossible to find. 2,000 is bid. 22.50, please. Let's kick it off. 2,000, 22.5. That is awesome. 2,000, 22.50 on the phone. 25, 22.50, 2,500. 25. At 25, too late. 27.50. 27.50. It's online. Thank you. 3,000, please. 3,000. Yes. 32.5, please. 32.5. 3,500. Yes. 37.50 on the phone. In like Flint. 3,500. 750 now, please. At 35 on the telephone. 750. Too late. 750. 4,000. You're too late. Yes. Now 42.50, please. 42. Yes. 4,500 now. 45, please. 47.50. It's all on the phone, please. 750. 5,000, Ben. It's all on the phone. Yes. 5,500 now. Phone wars. Boom. 55. 6,000. Boom. 6,500 now. Phone wars. 6,500. Yes or no? 65. 6,000. 65. Worth every boom. 65. 7,000. 7,000. 7,000. 7,000. Yes. 7,500. What an opportunity. 7,500 now. Yes. 8,000 now. You will never find another Tanner like this. Susan Murray collection. 8,500 now. Susan Murray collection. 85. Yes. 9,000 now. Where would you find another Tanner like this? 9,000. Yes. 9,500. Susan was scathing to find this. 9,000. Yes. 95. 10,000. You'll never find another Tanner like this. 95. 10. Yes. 11,000. Susan Murray collection. 10,000. Yes. 11. 12,000. How do you put a figure on the best of the best? 13,000. Phone wars. Phone wars. 13,000, please. Yes. Boom. 14,000. If you like it, buy it. 13, 14,000. If you like it, buy it. 15,000. 14, 15. The best we've ever seen. Yes. 16,000 now. Phone wars. 15, 16,000, please. 15, 16,000. You are buying the best Tanner family group known. 15, 16. Susan Murray did the exhibit. She had access to the best. Yes. Boom. 16, 17,000. Susan Murray, nobody. Yes, 17, 18,000. Nobody collected like Susan Murray. She's got an eye like a hawk for folk art. 17, 18. She was on the ground level in the 80s, buying it when you could find it. 17, 18,000. When it's gone, it's gone. Don't regret this. 17, 18,000. It's a family group. 17, 18. Just like in the Huntington exhibit, multi-figure and rare. 17, 18. At 17, 18, it's only money. Yes, 18, 19,000. It's only money. 18, 19,000. Don't compromise. At 18,000, 19,000, that was not a bid. That is a bid. 19,000, 20,000, Ben. 1920, that was a bid. At 1920, please. At 1920, thank you, Sandra. That was a dramatic bid. I actually love that. Do that again. 20,000, please. At 1920, one more bid might do it. One more bid might do it. Do it one more time. Why live in regret? At 20,000 on the Tanner group, where would you find another Tanner like this? 20,000. Truly, think about it. When it's gone, and one more bid might do it. 1920, yes, I love it. 21,000, 21,000. Yes, you haven't let us down yet. 22,000 now. 21, 22. It's that you've looked at it for 2 weeks. 21,000, 22,000. Are we sure? All in and done. Thank you, Ben Lennox, very much for your bids. It is going once, twice, and a third and final time at $21,000. Anyone else? $22,000. Where? Thank you very much. 7058. It's a good moment for Charlie Tanner and Nova Scotia Folk Art. Wow, very exciting. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the way, you did well. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Auction Studio, the best of Miller & Miller Auctions.
We're absolutely thrilled to share with you the magic of auctions. You never know what is going to spark a bidding war.
Yes, and remember, that incredible item, that record-breaking piece might well be hiding in your attic.
So keep watching Auction Studio because the next big discovery might just be yours.
The preceding program has been presented by Ballinran Entertainment, marking 30 years of filmmaking excellence in 2025. From Stratford to the world, we bring compelling stories to life.